What up, guys? Kyle Robinson, the offensive madman here, coming to you with another Warframe Wednesday video. Today is the first of two videos where we break down the Arsenal. If you've been following the series so far, we've taken a look at the Foundry, we've taken a look at the navigation segment. I have walked you through how to do different things from the navigation console, how your Foundry works. I have talked a little bit about Mastery Rank, and today we're going to talk about what I consider probably one of the most important segments within the ship, and that is the Arsenal. This is where we house everything from your weapons to your frames to your Arcwings and everything in between. So without any further ado, let's open up this window, or well, and just so you, I guess you know, it is located, normally you'll start up here in the top of your ship. It's located down in the bottom. You'll come down this little hallway here, and it's directly there, back wall. You press square on it, or X if you're on the PC. I have started doing some PC stuff, so I've kind of learned that control scheme. But basically, this is your loadout menu, which you'll get by pressing R3. You'll come stacked with 6 loadouts, I believe it is, you can get from the word go. We'll load up this one just because it kind of gives the broadest window of what is available. So your Arsenal is loaded on the first screen here, up in this particular level, and we'll take a look at the Warframe section first. You'll see I have Rhino Prime there. If you press X on them, this is where you can bring up a selection list of all of your frames. If you're on this screen and press triangle, as we talked a little bit about mods in a previous video, you can see this is where we have the mod section for your Warframe. There is your Aura mod, the Exilus Warframe adapter mod, which I already have in this Rhino Prime, among other things which we don't want to get into too far because of spoilers. But this is essentially where you customize your entire Warframe mod loadout. The next section of the loadout here is going to be your primary weapon. The same 3 things apply, so I don't see the point in going through all those, but let's take a look at the appearance screen. You'll see here you have the option to change the primary color, the secondary color, accent colors, among all these other things that you can change within the appearance section of a weapon. Now, the weapons and Warframes have a little bit different setup. Now, what's really cool here is this little menu right here, copy Warframe colors. Check this out. Now, my colors are copied direct from my Warframe, so you can color coordinate, so that way whenever you get to the end and start playing Fashion Frame, as it's called, you have this option. So you can also randomize colors, which we'll do that. You can get some pretty sick looks whenever you randomize colors. On the appearance section, we'll take one step back up here. There's also the ability to change all of that stuff here on your frame. The frame also has a skin section. All of them actually have that ability. If you have helmets and stuff, which I don't have a lot of their stuff, but these are the actual helmets and cosmetics you can get for Rhino particularly. And there's also the skin you can get, which is the same thing. So there's that one there for Rhino, at least. This Scarab set looks fucking cool as shit. I don't know if it'll actually load, but look how badass that looks. I kind of want that. But that's all cosmetic, has nothing to do with the actual game itself. Then your Syandana, which is your cape, I guess is what you'd call it. There's the attachment screen here. This is where you can actually put things like your different ribbons and stuff like that, or different cosmetics that you've unlocked. So all that's there, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so those are all the different things there. You can change your energy color for when you capture energy and things like that. And then that's essentially the big 3 menus that you'll see here. then you have your secondary weapon underneath, and then your melee weapon. We're gonna pass over this because we'll get into that a little bit later in a video. And then this is also something new that came in one of the updates. You can get various mods. I haven't got a shitload of them, obviously, but you can get various mods to load in here. This is for the Kuva Lynches. Again, something that comes a little bit later. If you hit R1 on the screen, this is where you get your companions, which is like your Helios and their weapons, or your Shade, basically the little robots that fly around with you. This is where you can kind of access their loadout. You can also put mods on them like you can anything else. You can change their appearance. Obviously, I have never done that, things that I really probably should do. You can actually put Catalyst in them, as we talked about before, giving you the ability to get a 60 loadout slot on them, but I don't really see the point in that. So that is really like, so that's your companions, all your weapons, and then finally over here is the gear slot. The gear slot was something I was going to talk about in the next video, but it's already here. So you can actually, it's a never-ending gear wheel. So you're actually able to load as much into it as you possibly can, and the more you add into it, the wider the wheel goes, basically. So this is all where your gear fits, your baits, your fishing rods, things of that nature. So all of that will go into the gear wheel, and we'll get a little more into that in the next video, because I didn't realize I was going to wait on that. But yeah, so that's essentially what this is for. And like I said, we'll break that down a little more. And then finally, your Arcwings are right here. This is where you can equip. Essentially, all of it is the same. Now, on this screen, I will focus on one other thing. The Arcwings and Warframes have an additional button at the bottom right. You'll see there it says R2 for abilities. Let's press that. And this will bring up the abilities screen for your Arcwings and your Warframes. On the bottom right, you see how it says show base stats. If you press that button, which I think is square, yeah, this will actually show the base stats of what it runs at level 0. So, as such, you're able to kind of see where you start and where you're at now, which is nifty if you're looking to build for a certain reason. Your Arcwing weapon is here. I don't have a shitload of those either. I need to get more Arcwing weapons. Good lord. There aren't a ton of them, but I need to get more. And then this is your Arcwing melee weapon. Again, I don't have a shitload of these, but I need more. And then the bottom one here is your K-Drive launcher, something you'll get from Fortuna, from the second open world on Venus, but I don't have it selected. I have one, but I don't have it selected. So, as such, that kind of concludes, goddamn. That kind of concludes the first part of the Arsenal video. That's really kind of a basic run through of how the Arsenal looks and functions. Next week, we're going to break down the gear wheel a little more, because like I said, I kind of forgot that I was going to do that. We'll talk emotes, customization with mods, some of the gear slots, starting mod capacities, and then more on that switching polarity and then the capacities screen that I hit on a little bit ago. So yeah, that is all coming next week. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will gladly answer them. There are also going to be a Discord that is set up. The link to that is below, as well as all my social channels. If you don't want to comment below, but you want to talk about all things Warframe, you can jump into my stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on both Facebook and Twitch. I will be streaming Warframe content as well as other things. So I hope to see you guys there. And until next time, polite PSA that if words offend you, you can fuck right off.